Hi, Sagittarius. This is Lost Twin Tarot. My name is Colette. If you've never viewed me before, this is a general reading for March the 4th through the 10th. I was meditating on your cards and I saw a few different things. Um, One of them is that I kept seeing like bubbles, like almost like if you're feeling like you're kind of maybe you feel like you're kind of stuck in a bubble, like either that or maybe something's maybe bubbling over. Um Kind of like that. I feel like maybe you feel like you're just kind of maybe like just something like that. Maybe you have a connection to bubbles. Maybe you have a child and you're going to be blowing. If they like to blow bubbles, if you're going to be outside. The other thing I saw was training. I saw a dog. Maybe you're going to be if you have a dog in training or if you're in training. Um or maybe you have like if you have a child who's you're trying to you're potty training, something connected to that, whether it's you or something else, if it's like if it's an animal you're trying to train, something like that. I saw like connection to. Um but I also felt like the sense of like a energy where like there's almost like there's something that like you want to kind of like say like there's like communication, and I felt like that's kind of like where the bubbles were, almost like kind of like you have like almost like kind of like a frog kind of like in your throat type of feeling, I guess, almost you it's kind of like what I'm feeling. But I was also getting the sense of like a kind of like the sense of like a weakness. I kept saying not like you're weak, like this kind of like the feeling like don't don't show them your weakness. Don't show them your weakness. Like always remaining confident. And that's the thing about Sagittarius is they always are confident. They always are, you know, confident, and they always are upbeat too, no matter what. They always they always seem like they're looking on the bright side of things no matter what. And that's like really the thing that are really great about Sagittarius. They're independent, they're always, upbeat, they're always confident. They just always have like a really great aura about them. You do have the tower on the bottom. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what we have going on for you this week. It's just a tower. It's not a big deal. Let's see what we have going on for you. All right, and you have the Eight of Wands on the bottom there. So let's see what we have going on for you this week. You have the Page of Cups, you have the Moon, you have the High Priestess. Those ones are stuck together. What's going on there? You have the Six of Swords, Two of Swords, and you have the Queen of Cups. Okay, here we go. There's a lot of blue here, so yeah, it's almost like, something's kind of like clouding you. Ace of Pentacles, Justice, the Five of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and the Three of Cups. Okay, and we'll do some further clarifications too, Sagittarius. So let's see. So, right, you have the Page of Cups with the Ace of Pentacles. And I feel like what you could be waiting for, almost like you could be waiting for an offer or something like that. You could be kind of almost, that's kind of like what I was feeling like with the bubbles. Maybe something's kind of like you just feel like you're kind of maybe like something's bubbling over, or you feel just kind of like something like that. But with the Page of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles, that can be an offer that's coming in. This could be a secret admirer, um, you know, or this could be, if this is a work offer or a project or anything like that. This is saying, whatever it is, it's something that you want to, make happen, but you really need to, whatever it is, it's something that needs to be nurtured as well. The Ace of Pentacles can also represent that money is coming in as well. Um, the Page of Cups, if this represents a child, or um something like that, somebody like in your life. This could be an energy that is somewhat emotional, um, or a little bit immature, if this represents somebody like that. But it also represents something that's, a new opportunity like that. Like said, like, if has to do with training or anything like that, this could be saying that you just need to be nurturing towards a situation, but something, good is coming out of it, of course. This could represent schooling as well. With the moon card and the justice card, Um, I feel like this is saying like you could be maybe like a little bit nervous or up in your head about something. It could be keeping you up at night. Um, and what's it saying? The moon is temporary though. It's something that doesn't last long. And with the justice card, I feel like things are gonna get back into balance. This, justice card, represents, balance. This could also represent, you getting karma for a situation. Um, Something that could be keeping you up at night, could be balancing out. This justice card is a little bit different. It's a mother and her son. This justice card is a little bit odd, but I always feel like this one's a little bit about karma in a way. Things kind of balancing out in your favor. And I feel like something that you're worried about is going to kind of play out in your favor, and to just kind of stay on your path. On the moon card, there is that path there. So whatever's keeping you up at night, just keep doing what you're doing. It's temporary, and once the moon goes down, it'll be the next day, and it'll kind of just we just keep doing what we're doing, right? The moon also represents, those internal fears that don't exist. So I also feel like something that maybe could be kind of, really bothering you might not even really be a thing. It could be something that happened long ago, or it could be a thing of the past that's kind of, kind of in your head that doesn't really even, not even really matter. It could just be kind of like an internal fear. With the high priestess, you have the five of pentacles. I feel like this could be something that you're almost, you need to use your intuition on. Um, this could be almost like you know, with that Ace of Pentacles card and that Page of Cups card, I feel like if this is something that has to do, um, with money or anything like that, I feel like this is saying you to use your best judgment on. Um, don't get involved, with anything like, that's seems like risky or anything like that. The high priest is all about using your intuition, and it's also about the good and the bad of a situation. Is something that is remains to be, seen. Um, and I think the Five of Pentacles is also about, you know, like I said, not drawing attention to your weaknesses in that meditation. Um, so I feel like this is saying with if you've been in a situation where, you were like that, this is saying, don't even if you've been in this situation like this currently, it's okay. It's just say, follow your intuition, whether you don't know what's going to happen in the future or not. You know, you don't need to pretty much you can keep things hidden. You don't need to tell anybody with that high priestess. Just keep everything to yourself. Keep doing what you're doing with that high priestess card. Keep it hidden. Don't expose anything. Um, and you don't have to expose any of your weaknesses. Um, just keep following your intuition. Keep doing what you're supposed to do. Keep your boundaries up. Keep your confidence where it's supposed, keep your confidence up, keep doing what you're doing, because afterwards you have the Six of Swords and the Seven of Wands. The Six of Swords is about all about moving on to calmer shores, and the Seven of Wands is, the Seven of Wands is about, knowing, when you know that you know. It's also about, having that higher ground, taking that higher ground in a situation. Um, you could be somebody who's in a type of situation where maybe this is a work situation, a family situation, a money situation. whatever it could be, take it how it resonates. Um, you might need to make the choice to go across those choppy waters like he's doing in this card, and you might need to move on, and it might be a difficult thing. It might be a difficult thing, and the Seven of Wands, he has the upper hand in that card on the traditional Rider-Waite deck. He has the upper hand, but he has to make the difficult decision, um, you know, to pretty much stand his ground and defend something, and he's not backing down, and he's doing the right thing. I feel like whatever you're doing, you're moving on from something, and it's with good reason. Um, Whatever this could be this week, I feel like maybe if somebody's um, or anybody, or maybe within, maybe if this is a conflict within yourself or anything like that, or something, you're just making the choice to move on from something, and I feel like it's the right thing to do. Maybe you feel like you're tied down to something or something like that. We'll do some further clarifications. But the Ace of Cups, you have the Two of Swords. Um, or with the Two of Swords, you have the Ace of Cups, I should say. Um, I feel like maybe you're kind of back and forth about something. Maybe this is like what I was saying, maybe with the if you're in the middle of, like, if you're training or whatever you could be, if you could be doing, if this is an opportunity about something, or just a choice in general. Um, you maybe just don't really know what to do. And it doesn't even have to be a big choice. It can just be just a daily, choice in general. But I feel like whatever decision you make, it's going to make you emotionally fulfilled, and it's going to be later down the road, it's going to be the right thing to do. The Ace of Cups is all about, fulfilling our emotions. Um, and really, it's, a choice that makes us happy. This can be a love situation. The Ace of Cups can represent love. Um, it can represent, new love. So if you're back and forth about a situation, um, it could be that. Take it how it resonates. With the Queen of Cups, you have the Three of Cups. Um, you could be dealing with a water sign. This usually represents Cancer, but if you're dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, it doesn't have to be. It's a general reading. Maybe they have some Cancer in their chart. Um, but you have the Three of Cups. This does represent, a celebration. This does represent, something that's going well. The Three of Cups with the Queen of Cups represents, a great deal of healing, though. This represents she values her emotions. She values, how she's feeling. She is looking into that cup, and what that means is that she's looking within, thinking about how she's doing, how is she feeling. She's not, she doesn't have a sword up like the Queen of Swords, or anything else. She's looking in with that cup, feeling about what she wants, how she's feeling. And with that Three of Cups, it's all about what you want emotionally. And I feel like, whatever you're kind of moving through this week or anything like that, I feel like you're going to know at the end of the week whether this is kind of like a big thing, a small thing, however it is. I feel like by the end of the week, you're going to know that you've done the right thing, you're doing the right thing, everything's going to kind of work out. Um, because that's pretty much what we do. Let's do some further clarifications. I apologize, Sagittarius. I don't know if I told you guys in the last reading, but I have lingual braces behind my teeth. I think I might have told you guys that. I'm not sure, but I have a pretty thick lisp sometimes when I start talking, and it's pretty noticeable. And I apologize. I try to keep it under control. Okay, with the Ace of Pentacles and the Page of Cups, you have the star on the bottom. But you have the world card. And the world card is all about achievement. It's all about, going through that portal and, going on to the other side and starting that major arcana all over again. So I feel like, what this is saying, this can represent travel, this can represent, really something that's, means a lot to you. With the Ace of Pentacles and that Page of Cups, there's hands, there's a handout in the Page of Cups with a handout in that Ace of Pentacles. So I feel like whatever's coming in, this could be something that really means a lot to you. Um, it's something that you could almost, I feel like, you think the world of, in a way. On this world card, there's a box, it's got all these things on it. It says money, auto, garden. It's all these different things in it. And I feel like it's something that almost like you need to get organized for. It could help you in your daily life. It's something that you um can really you're going to feel proud of in a way. It's something that's going to really, make you feel like you've achieved something. With the Justice card and the Moon card, you have the Chariot on the bottom, and you have the Nine of Cups. So I feel like you're moving on from something. The Nine of Cups is all about a wish fulfillment. It's also about, feeling like you are really, getting what you want out of something. They call this like kind of like you know, almost like bathing in the energy that you want. And I feel like this is all about if you want something to kind of be in that energy. Um, with the Chariot, it's almost like moving on from something. So if you want to feel like you're moving on from something with that Justice card, the best thing you could do is surround yourself in the energy of, what you want to be in. Sometimes when I kind of get pulled back into something, um, I try to take myself away from it by I kind of sometimes if it's like a toxic person, sometimes it sounds kind of weird, but I just kind of pretend like they're a ghost. Um, and I try to just put myself in better energies. I try to go surround myself with a positive atmosphere. I try to make my home or my room a positive sanctuary, or just be out in nature and things like that. Try to surround myself with positive things as best as I can, animals and things like that that I like to do. With the Five of Pentacles and the High Priestess, the Seven of Swords is on the bottom, but you also have the um Ten of Wands. I feel like this could represent maybe in the past, um if you were dealing with possibly with somebody who had lied or cheated or stole from you. This could be a burden that you're carrying. Um, and you could be still feeling that, and you're watching. Your intuition is much stronger now. Your intuition is much stronger now, and you don't want to talk about it. I feel like sometimes you don't even want to talk about it. You don't want to go back there. You don't even want to, if somebody reminds you about it, it's like, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to think about it. And it's okay because it's nobody's business. But at the same time, it's like, if it comes up in your head, it's almost like you have to still process it because it's the only way you're going to be able to lay down that burden with that Ten of Wands. Um, and then process it and kind of go through it. Um, but it's not overnight. It's not overnight. It has to be little by little. And it's something that's hurtful isn't going to go away for, it's never going to go away, right? With the Seven of Wands and the Six of Swords and the Seven of Wands, you have the Nine of Swords on the bottom, but you do have the Chariot. And I feel like what that's saying is that the Chariot, you are getting ready to move on. You are getting ready to move on, and it's almost like with the Chariot, it has that risk gain on there. It says all different things on those little things that they're holding, and I feel like you're almost moving on, and it's like you don't know if you're risking it, you don't know if it's a gain, but either way, you know that you're moving on. You're moving on, and you pretty much, that's it. You're getting in, you know, your car, so to speak. Maybe you are literally getting in your car. Or maybe you're getting in the car of your mind mentality and you're just moving on from whatever the situation is. Whether this is a mental mentality, physically. You have the devil with the two of swords and the ace of cups. I feel like what this is saying is that this could be a almost like a toxic um almost like a toxic attachment this could be, or almost like a thing where you're just kind of like a attachment, or I'm trying to put this into like a situation like it's a two of swords, like you're, it's almost like you keep getting pulled back into it. The Knight of Swords is on the bottom, so I feel like this is something that just kind of keeps popping up. It keeps rushing back in. And I feel like it's like you just, as soon as you drop this, it's gonna give you in that Ace of Cups feeling. You know, your emotions are gonna feel better. Your emotions are gonna be overflowing because you're gonna feel like a release. Um, this is something that's almost like, it could be negative self-talk. This could be something that really tears your confidence down. Um, anything like that. Whether it could be, um, whether it could be just any type of bound, something that you're bound to. Um, person, place, thing, whatever you wanna call it. With the Three of Cups and the Queen of Cups, what do we have here? We have the Two of Wands. On the bottom, you have the Queen of Wands. Yeah, with the Two of Wands, I feel like, she has all those arms, you know, she has two sets of arms, and, she looks like she's just kind of really been through it. With the Three of Cups and that Queen of Cups, I feel like, you have been through it. You've been kind of, really, you've been working hard. You've been going through it. You've been really trying to, you know, get yourself to a point to where you can kind of process things. And like I said, with the Three of Cups and the Queen of Cups, this could be, about, I feel mostly this is about kind of healing. This could be about, a person. Um, if you're dealing with, a water sign, um, and maybe you've been really just trying to plan things and move things forward with them. Um, and maybe you aren't really ready to move things forward with them. Maybe it's been kind of one of those things where you're just kind of not ready to move forward, um, in a sense of something else. Um, and maybe now, since things you're feeling like you're a little bit better about a situation, you had to go through some things, and maybe now you're like, okay, well, now I'm ready to make the next step to, kind of just move forward, maybe in a relationship, maybe not. Maybe you just need to kind of do things on your own. Um, you have the Queen of Wands on the bottom, saying that you're building your confidence, you're building, your almost like she's headed towards the sun on the traditional deck, but you're building your confidence, you're, becoming more bold, you're becoming more assertive, and it's all because you're just kind of going through some things. And I feel like you're trying to just laying some, laying some, dropping some things off. You're making some decisions this week, and I feel like you're just seeing that they're gonna, work out in your favor. You might not think so right away, but I feel like by the end of the week, you're just like, okay, I think everything's gonna work out. And it looks good to me, Sagittarius. I really hope you enjoyed your reading. Please like, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. But until then, enjoy your week, and I'll see you soon. Thanks. Bye.